Welcome back, nerds. Fino here. Suzuka Gozen is our next stop on the Nerofest Express, and this fight can get pretty annoying. You see, Suzuka has 3 different layers of protection that change her weakness as the fight goes on. At the start of the fight, she rotates between card-type weaknesses. If you really wanted to, you could just wait for your main attacker's bread and butter. She will start on quick as her weakness though, so if you want to hit the final phase quickly, find someone with a quick noble phantasm for a head start. You should also note that Suzuka constantly applies a taunt before attacking, meaning that anyone of your party can get chunked out, and taking multiple consecutive hits can create some real headaches for the Immortal team, which, judging by the comments, you guys really like using on random fights. Wouldn't recommend it here, not that it's going to stop you. Another nuisance is that you get less defensive NP gain from Suzuka. The buff is worded awkwardly, but it just means less free charge from her hitting you. Another strike against the Immortal team. Once you break her first bar, Suzuka switches tactics, changing her class affinity instead. She gains Lancer class interactions and then rotates into Rider and Caster mode. If you're using an Archer as your main attacker, this is probably going to waste at least one turn, which is pretty obnoxious. Once you reach Suzuka's final bar, she reveals the biggest headache of the entire fight: alignment-based defenses. She has substantial resistance, and you need to weaken her by having servants of a specific alignment hit her, applying a 3-turn debuff. This was one of the biggest headaches on JP when you had to figure out what the funny letters on screen meant, while learning the hard way that there are 2 different neutral alignments. Thankfully, FGO distinguishes between neutral and balanced, with the latter occupying the space between good and evil. Also, we can read the words, which probably helps. Suzuka's weakness goes from balanced to good to balanced to evil before looping. That's right, her balanced weakness shows up twice as much as the others, which is going to create some team-building headaches. You see, the high-end supports in this game are either good aligned like Castoria and Scotty, or evil aligned like Koyanskaya and Oberon. The only notable exception is Reynos, and no, Osakabehime doesn't count. Because of this, you really want to run a balanced alignment attacker. I've identified a few of note. Billy the Kid is the most available out of the options, but you'll have to keep him safe during Suzuka's Lancer phase. His quick NP will let you close out phase 1 quickly though. Archer Nobunaga is a slower option, but she can burst for some pretty serious damage. Suzuka hits her triple whammy of being a divine riding saber. Some of you might have a decent Calamity Jane. She's a lot better as a support than as a main attacker, but she fares solidly in this particular fight. Then there's Galatea, who has to wait on turn 1 but is otherwise well suited for countering Suzuka's rotation. Hephaestion would be amazing for this fight, countering the 2nd and 3rd bars, but unfortunately she's not out yet. Finally, I'd like to mention 3 oddballs that you can use if you're feeling adventurous. Space Ishtar can cheese out phases 1 and 2 quite easily. She can swap her NP to quick for the first few turns, and Avengers don't interact with Suzuka's class rotation. Not to mention her extra card buff bypasses the card type roulette entirely. That said, as an evil servant, Spishtar is going to be stuck waiting during phase 3, which can be a bit of a downer. Arjuna Alter has a very unique property that lets him be good and evil at the same time. Pretty cool, though Buster comes up last in phase 1, which is going to waste a fair bit of daylight. Mysterious Heroine X Alter is good for the first 2 phases, and she can zero out Suzuka once you apply enough debuffs. I'm also pretty sure that her anti-saber effect is triggered by Suzuka's fundamental class and not her class affinity, meaning you should have it during phase 2 regardless of Suzuka's cosplay. That said, her evil alignment is going to leave her waiting during phase 3, which is pretty dangerous and leaves her liable to getting sniped out, so maybe consider a backup attacker if you go the Echon route. This one can be a slow and annoying fight, but a little time spent looking at your roster and you should be able to field an effective clear team. I'll let the rest of this run play out if you want to see how phase 3 goes. Say hi to Stream Fino for me.
Lawful good. Chaotic good. Shit. So we drew the one that we don't have. So we probably just need to wait our turn. And bide our time. Yeah, if we can get Ash on the field, that'd be a lot easier. Okay, I mean, if you... Oh, never mind. Okay, good aligned. So our good aligned servants are Artoria and Skog. Yeah, alright. So we go Artoria. Yeah, Artoria, Spishtar. Good, it's immediate. Outstanding. I don't know if 1 stack's enough, but I'm hoping it is. Okay, 1 stack is a little bit, but I need to hit multiple times. No, you balanced again? Fuck you. I don't have a way of hitting a double NP this turn. I need one servant to go down, and I need it to be Scotty. Who got targeted? Oh, Scotty? Works for me. Oh no, I had too many stacks! Alright. Evil. Alright, alright. Now we're talking. Yeah, so we just do this. I could have also put it on Gastoria. A lot of that. It's fine. Here, I'm gonna say screw Scotty. Okay, so we have two options. Either I NP just to put a stack on, or I go like, yeah, because NPing first lets me build my charge back up so I can go again next turn. You know what? I'm gonna do that. It gets me less upfront NP damage, but I'm gonna hit like a truck anyway with the extra card, and I'll get my NP back next turn. So I think this play makes sense. Oh yeah, that's a lot of resistance downs. Gastoria down! Gastoria down! Yeah, Ashwataman is balanced. So we could do like this. Alright. There we go. Alright, pretty good.